Hello everyone, welcome to Success Wisdom Channel. In this video, we will talk about 6 strategies on how to use debt to make more money. If you are new to this channel, do like and subscribe to the channel. For many people, the word debt has negative connotations, and rightfully so. Too much debt can lead to financial ruin. But what if I told you that debt could be a good thing? That's right, used wisely, debt can help you make money. How? Let's discuss the 6 strategies. First and foremost, you should know the difference between efficient and inefficient debt. Efficient debt is debt used to finance investments that generate returns that are higher than the cost of the debt. In other words, it is a good debt that results in a net positive for the borrower. For example, a company might take out a loan to purchase new equipment that will help it to increase production and ultimately generate more revenue. As long as the return on investment, or ROI, is greater than the interest rate on loan, the debt is considered efficient. This can be a complicated calculation, but it is crucial to evaluate any significant financial decision. Generally speaking, efficient debt is an essential tool that can be used to grow a business or individual wealth. Inefficient debt costs more than it is worth, either in terms of the interest rate being charged or the amount of time it takes to repay the debt. Inefficient debt can drag down your financial stability and prevent you from reaching your long-term goals. There are a few ways to identify inefficient debt. First, look at the interest rate you are being charged. If the interest rate is higher than average, or if it is adjustable and could increase in the future, then the debt is likely inefficient. Second, consider the term of the loan. If you will only be able to make minimum payments for the life of the loan, then it is probably not worth taking on the debt. Finally, think about how the purchase financed with the loan will impact your long-term financial goals. If taking on debt will put you further away from your goals, it is likely not worth it. Knowing the difference between these 2 types of debt is essential if you want to get out of debt and stay out of debt. If you're smart about borrowing money, you can use debt to make some serious profits. However, if you're not careful, you can end up in a spiral of debt that's difficult to escape from. Once you have figured out the meaning of efficient debt, you can now identify what those are. One of them is taking out a mortgage. A mortgage is a loan that is used to purchase a home. The loan is secured by the home, which means that if the borrower defaults on the loan, the lender can foreclose on the house and sell it to recoup their losses. Mortgages are typically repaid over 15 to 30 years. The interest rate on a loan will vary depending on the borrower's credit score and the loan length. Taking out a mortgage is an excellent strategy to make money out of debt. Use your home equity to pay off other debts, such as credit cards or student loans. When you make your monthly mortgage payment, a portion of that payment will go towards paying down the principal balance of your loan. That means that, over time, your home equity will increase and you will own more of your home outright. In the meantime, you can use the equity in your home to consolidate other debts and save on interest costs. Ultimately, taking out a mortgage can save you money and help you become debt-free. Then getting a student loan is also an excellent strategy to make more money. While there are several ways to make more money, taking out a student loan is often a good strategy. This is because the interest rates on student loans are relatively low and the repayment terms are usually very flexible. As a result, you can use the extra money you get from your loan to invest in yourself by taking courses or doing research that will help you get a better job. You can also use the money to start your own business. If you are successful, you will be able to repay your loan quickly and with little difficulty. In addition, getting a student loan can also help you build up your credit score, which will make it easier for you to get other loans in the future. Therefore, if you're looking for a way to make more money, getting a student loan is often a good option. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Fourth, get a small business loan. When it comes to debt, there are many options and strategies that people can use to try and get themselves out of it. One opportunity that many people don't consider but that can be highly effective is taking out a loan for a small business. This can be so effective because it allows you to not only get the money you need to pay off your debt, but also to earn an income with which you can repay the loan. This can be a great way to get out of debt and earn more money in the long run. Of course, it's essential to make sure that you're taking out the loan for a legitimate and valuable business purpose. Otherwise, you could end up in even more debt. Also, according to a study by the Federal Reserve, the average American household has more than $7,000 in credit card debt. If you're looking for a way to get out of debt, you may have considered taking out a loan. However, loans can be expensive and difficult to qualify for. Small business loans typically have lower interest rates than personal loans, and you may be able to be eligible for a smaller monthly payment. Taking out a loan for a small business can be a great way to get out of debt and start earning more money. Fifth is leverage. If you're trying to earn more money, leverage debt can be a helpful tool. By borrowing money and investing it in a higher yielding asset, you can increase your returns. For example, let's say you have $10,000 to invest. You could use that money to purchase shares of stock. If the stock appreciates, you will earn a profit. Or you could use that money to buy a bond with a coupon rate of 5%. If the bond pays interest semi-annually, you'll earn $250 in interest every 6 months. However, take out a loan for $10,000 and use the money to purchase the bond. You'll still earn $250 in interest every 6 months. But since you're only paying interest on the loan, your total return will be higher. In this way, leverage debt can help you earn more money. Carefully consider the risks before taking on any additional debt. Finally, you should seek help from financial advisors. A financial advisor can help you understand your options and make a plan to get out of debt. They can also offer guidance on using debt efficiently in the future. Another way to use your efficient debts carefully and effectively is to consolidate your debt. This can help you save money on interest and reduce your monthly payments. Borrowing money to earn money may sound like a risky proposition. Still, it can be an intelligent way to invest your future. By taking out a loan and using the funds to start a business or invest in real estate, you can put yourself in a position to make much more money than you would have otherwise. Of course, you need to be careful not to borrow more than you can handle, and you should always make sure that you have a solid plan for repayments. So there you have it. Debt can actually be a good thing. Used wisely, it can help you make more money than you would have otherwise been able to earn. Just be sure to keep your loans manageable and always invest with caution. Thank you for watching. I hope you have learned something from this video. If you like this video, do give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below. Thank you and goodbye.